Good morning, sir. Good morning, students. In continuation of periodic properties, we'll see one more important periodic property, electron affinity. Fourth important periodic property, electron enthalpy. Okay, electron gain enthalpy. Electron gain enthalpy. It is also considered as electron affinity. Electron affinity. Electron gain enthalpy. Electron affinity. Okay, what is the meaning of electron gain enthalpy? See, first I will show reaction. Okay, X atom is there, is in present and gaseous state. It gains one electron and forms X minus and releases some amount of energy. This energy we call as electron gain enthalpy. The amount of energy was released by the addition of one electron to an atom outermost orbit in gaseous state called as electron gain enthalpy. What is electron gain enthalpy or electron affinity? The amount which is released, the amount of heat which is released by the addition of one electron to outermost orbit of an atom, we call as electron gain enthalpy or electron affinity. This is also measured in electron volts, okay, joules or calories or X. These are the important. Okay, this we call as electron gain enthalpy. How electron gain enthalpy varies in groups, varies in group and period. How it changes in groups and in periods, the trend in group and period. We'll see. Okay, hydrogen, lithium, sodium. Here I am taking three atoms group. First we are seeing group. Okay, the electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1s1, lithium 1s2, 2s1, sodium, okay, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Okay, well, see, this is hydrogen atom, this is lithium atom, this is sodium atom. Okay, while moving from top to bottom, the distance between nucleus and outermost orbit increases. Okay, here we add one electron here we add electron, here we add electron. Which is near to nucleus? This one. So, this nucleus easily hold the electron, strongly hold the electron. Why? Because attraction forces of nucleus on outermost orbit more. While moving downside, atomic size increases, the attraction forces of nucleus and outermost orbit decreases. So, the electron holding capacity of nucleus decreases. Then, electron affinity values gradually decreases. That means electron affinity values that indirectly proportional to the atomic radius. Which has more electron affinity? Which has less electron affinity? Here we see less electron affinity. Cesium has less electron affinity. Cesium has less electron affinity. It has more atomic size, so it has very less electron affinity. There is in periods periods. See, second period, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. This is 2s2, 2p1, 2s2, 2p2. Sorry. Here 2s1, 2s2, 2s2, 2p1, 2s2, 2p2, 2s2, 2p3, 2s2, 2p4, 2s2, 2p5, 2s2, 2p6. Okay, see, by moving in periods from left to right, the size of an atom decreases by increasing the attraction forces between nucleus and outermost orbit. So, electron affinity values also increases by increasing the atomic size. By decreasing the atomic size, the electron affinity values gradually increases in second period, not in second period, in all the periods, when by moving from left to right, due to decreasing atomic size. Here, see, 18 group elements: neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, here helium. All 18 groups have completely filled orbitals. Almost all these 18 group elements electron affinity values 0. It doesn't shows electron affinity values. Why? Because due to the presence of completely filled orbitals. Okay, then after that group, before that group, we have 17 group elements. What are the 17 group elements? Chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. Astatine is radioactive element. Fluorine, bromine, iodine. This has less atomic size, shows more electron affinity values. According to atomic radius principle, fluorine has more electron affinity values, but here, due to some reasons, chlorine has more electron affinity. Chlorine has more electron gain enthalpy than bromine and iodine, which has more electron affinity in periodic table. Chlorine. Why chlorine more electron affinity than fluorine? Okay, due to some reasons. One is atomic size of fluorine is very less. And electronegativity of fluorine is more. And here we have the more and more repulsive forces between 2p orbitals. 2p orbitals. More repulsive forces between, compared to the chlorine. Fluorine has more repulsive forces between 2p orbitals. Due to these reasons, chlorine has more electron affinity than fluorine. Chlorine Cl has more electron affinity value than fluorine. This is about the one more periodic property, electron gain enthalpy. Then in continuation we will see some more periodic properties. Next in continuation, electropositivity. Fifth one, electropositivity. Electropositivity is nothing but metallic nature. Metallic nature. What is the electropositivity or metallic nature? The element which has capability to donate one electron are called metals or called electropositive elements. The element or atom which has capability to donate one electron are called metals or electropositive elements. Most of these metals are electropositive elements. The electropositivity directly proportional to the atomic radius. That means atomic radius increases means electron losing nature increases. Electron losing nature increases means electropositivity and metallic nature increases. How it changes in group and in period. Trend of electropositivity in group and period. See, lithium, hydrogen, lithium, sodium. Electronic configuration here 1 is 1, here 1 is 2, 2 is 1, here 1 is 2, 2 is 2, 2p6, 3 is 1. See here, by moving from up to down, top to bottom, the number of electrons increases in group. By increasing the number of electrons, number of shells increases. By increasing the number of shells, the distance between nucleus and outermost orbit increases. By increasing the distance between nucleus and outermost, the electron loosely bounding nature increases. By increasing the electron loosely bounding nature, electron easily removes from the shell of outermost orbit and atom. That means electron easily loose from the atom. The loss of electron we call as electropositivity. That means by increasing the number of shells, by increasing the atomic radius, the electropositivity values or metallic values increases. In groups, top to bottom, it increases. In periods, gradually decreases. Why? Because decreasing the atomic size. By decreasing the atomic size, while moving in periods from left to right, the atomic size decreases. Atomic size decreases means attraction forces between nucleus and outermost orbit increases. By increasing the attraction forces, electron loosely bonding nature decreases. Electron loosely bonding nature decreases means electron losing capacity decreases. That means metallic nature decreases. Electropositivity decreases. In periodic table, first group elements are more electropositive and more metallic nature containing elements. Least electropositive elements are 17th group elements. In first group elements, which has more metallic nature and electropositive? Cesium has more electropositive nature and more metallic nature. Which has less electropositive? Electropositive is fluorine. It never donate electron. Due to small atomic size, more electronegativity, repulsive forces between 2p orbitals. Here fluorine least electropositive. Cesium highest electropositive element. This is first group, this is 17th group elements. This is about electropositivity. One more periodic property. Then in continuation we'll see the one more important electronegativity, electronegativity. Electronegativity is nothing but non-metallic nature. Non-metallic nature. What is the meaning of electronegativity? Okay, the capability of accepting, attracting an electron. The element which has capability to attract and accept one electron we called as electronegativity, and the property also called as non-metallic nature. Non-metallic nature. This electronegativity indirectly proportional to the atomic radius. Indirectly proportional to the atomic radius. Okay, the electronegativity of an element. The electronegativity of an element measured by using some scales. Those are Pauling scale. Okay, Pauling scale, Mulliken scale, and one more is the Allred-Rocco scale. Allred-Rocco scale. By using these three scales, okay, we determine electronegativity of an atom. Electronegativity of an atom. How it varies in groups and in periods. In groups and in periods. See, electronegativity indirectly proportional to the atomic size, atomic radius. So, while moving in groups top to bottom, atomic number increases. By increasing the atomic number of shells increases. By increasing the number of shells, the distance between nucleus and outermost orbit increases. By increasing the distance between nucleus and outermost orbit, the electron holding capacity of nucleus decreases. So, by increasing the atomic size, electronegativity values gradually decreases. While moving from top to bottom, atomic number increases, atomic radius increases. So, electronegativity values, electron attracting nature decreases. That means electronegativity values or non-metallic nature values decreases. Here, in periods, while moving from left to right, the atomic radius values decreases. That means the attraction forces of nucleus and outermost orbit increases. So, the electron holding capacity increases. So, the electronegativity values or non-metallic nature values gradually increases from left to right. While moving from left to right. Okay, here fluorine is most electronegative element. More and more most electronegative element. Most electronegative element in periodic table. Which has least electronegative element is cesium. It is the least electronegative element. Most electronegative element, that one fluorine. Highest electronegative element is fluorine. Lowest electronegative element is cesium. Here opposite. Okay, this is about the one more important periodic property, that is electronegativity. Then in continuation we will see the valency shell. What is the valency? What is the valency shell? Valency shell. Valency. The number of electrons present in a outermost orbit. The number of electrons present in a outermost orbit we call valency electrons. And the valency, that shell, outermost shell, last shell, we call valency shell. Okay, this is the nucleus, this is the shell. This shell is called a valency shell. Here electron is there, means that electron is called valency electron. Okay, valency electron. And here the atom, for example, if one electron is there, it reacts with only one atom, one hydrogen atom or one chlorine atom. If two electrons are present, it reacts with two hydrogen atoms or two chlorine atoms. If three electrons are present, it reacts with three chlorine atoms, three hydrogen atoms. Okay, one electron is there, valency is 1. Two electrons are present in outermost, 2, valency is 2. Three electrons are present, valency is 3. Like that. Okay, see, group valency. First group, second group, 13th group, 14th group, 15th group, 16th group, 17th group. Eighteenth group also. First group has only one electron. First group has one electron in outermost orbit. See, sodium or lithium, anyone. Take lithium 1s2, 2s1. Hydrogen 1s1. Sodium 3s1. Potassium 4s1. 1 means valency is 1. It forms only monovalent compounds. Suppose sodium is there, it forms only sodium chloride. NaCl forms. Hydrogen is there, hydrogen chloride. Only hydrogen chloride forms. The second group elements valency is 2. 13th group elements is valency 3. Second group element beryllium, BeCl2. Maximum valency 2. It reacts with 2 chlorines, 2 hydrogens. It reacts with 1 chlorine, so valency 1. Here 3. Boron, BCl3, valency is 3. Here carbon, valency is 4, CCl4. Okay, here 5, PCl5. Okay, here 6, SF6. Here 7, IF7. Here 8, XeF8 or XeO4. Here valency, it reacts with 4, 8 fluorines or 8 chlorines. Okay, most probably it reacts with 8 fluorines. So valency is 8. This is about the valency and example for those elements. Okay, this is about the valency. What is the meaning of valency? Electrons, valency shell. The number of electrons present in valency shell we called valency electron. What is the valency shell? The outermost orbit, the last orbit, we simply considered as a valency shell. This is about the one more important periodic property, valency. Then in continuation we will see the oxidation state. Oxidation state. What is the meaning of oxidation state? An element lose or gain. An element lose or gain one electron will get the charge. That charge we call as oxidation state. That charge we call as oxidation state. See here, M, an element lose one electron. Here we get M plus 1. Plus 1 is the oxidation state. X is there, when X gain one electron forms X minus 1. This X minus 1 is the oxidation state of X. When an element lose or gain one electron, it gets charge. The charge is called as oxidation state. The oxidation state may be positive or may be negative. It depends on an atom. Always metals have positive oxidation state. Non-metals have negative oxidation states. Non-metals have negative oxidation states. Okay, see group number and common oxidation state. Here I am saying only common oxidation state. Different oxidation states are there. We will see in continuation that is specific groups. First group, second group, 13th group, 14th group, 15th group, 16th group, 17th group, okay, 18th group. Actually 18th group elements shows zero oxidation state. It never lose under normal condition, it never lose or never gain electron. Okay, see common oxidation state of first group element, it is metal. It lose only one electron, then it gets the inert gases electronic configuration. Lithium, see lithium, 1s2, 2s1. If it lose one electron, it 1s2. This 1s2 belongs to helium, so it is more stable. So, first group element lose only one electron, the common oxidation state is +1. Second group elements lose only 2 electrons, the common oxidation state is +2. 13th group elements lose 3 electrons and get the inert gases electronic configuration, common oxidation state is +3. 14th group elements have 4 electrons in outermost, either gain, either lose. Either gain or lose. Here we get inert gases electronic configuration. So the oxidation number is -4 or +4. Okay, 15th group elements common oxidation state is -3. Okay, 16th group elements common oxidation state is -2. 17th group elements common oxidation state is -1. By the gain of 1 electron, by the gain of 2 electron, by the gain of 4 electron, by the gain of 3 electron, by the gain of 4 electron, this gets inert gases electronic configuration. So more stable. These are the most stable oxidation states of common oxidation state of those particular groups. Okay, by the loss of 1 electron, by the loss of 2 electron, by the loss of 3 electron, by the loss of 4 electron, these elements get inert gases electronic configuration. So those also stable oxidation states. Here these are the stable oxidation states, common and stable oxidation states of different groups. This is about the valency, oxidation state, electron affinity, electropositivity, electronegativity. Next in continuation we will see the some more periodic properties in next video, that is oxidizing power, reducing power, acidic strength, acidic nature and basic nature, and along with that one more important topic is there here, that is diagonal relationship. We will see in continuation diagonal relationship, all those topics. Thank you.